Riverside Stadium. It's the biggest night in the history of Middlesbrough Football Club. It's the Borough against FC Basel. The prize at stake a place in the last 4 of the UEFA Cup, but Borough Burnley have it all to do.
Absolute mountain to climb, Ali. I mean, it was 2 moments of madness, 2 goals conceded, and the worst scenario tonight would be to lose an early goal.
In numerical order, the Middlesbrough team then: Schwarzer, Kadra, Riggett, Southgate, Boateng, Rockenbach, Downing, Yakubu, Parnaby, Morrison and Viduka. But the most important thing is the Borough formation.
That's right. I believe Steve McLaren 4-4-2 tonight. Schwarzer in goal, Kadra and Parnaby are the full-backs, Riggett and Gareth Southgate the 2 central defenders, the 4 along the midfield, Downing left side, Morrison right, Boateng, Rockenbach central, and Viduka and Yakubu up front.
And for our visitors from Switzerland, we're going to have Zubabula in goal, who will be the captain. Then in numerical order: MAJSTOROVIC, Starovski, Petric, Barr, Delgado, Dagan, Eduardo, Berner, Smilanic and Zani. But the formation: Pascal Zubabula is the goalkeeper, Reto Zani is the right back, Bruno Berner the left back, the centre halves Boris Smilanic will play alongside Daniel MAJSTOROVIC. In midfield, Middlesbrough will operate on the left-hand side, right side is David Dagan. Central midfield roles: Mladen Petric and also Delgado. The holding role played by Papa Malik Barr, and up front, well, the own striker role will be performed by Eduardo. So it's the Borough against FC Basel. And Bernie, just how tough is it going to be tonight?
I mean, it's a tall order, don't kid ourselves. I mean, we've had some of your relations on over the last few days saying it's going to be 5-0 and 6-0.
I tried to get on one occasion.
I honestly cannot see that happen. It's going to be a tight game, and hopefully we can come out on top.
We're underway. George Boateng launch it forward. Yakubu's quick across the turf, and out comes the goalkeeper. Yakubu's got there, rolling it towards the guarding net. It goes wide. It's a goal kick. And that was nearly a sensational start for Borough.
Well, what, 13 seconds, I think, was on the clock, Ali. The keeper made a hash of it. Yakubu turned. Yakubu will be disappointed when he sees it again, Ali, that he didn't put it away. I mean, he made a great run, Yakubu. The centre-backs have let it bounce. The keeper's in no man's land. Yakubu turns. He doesn't get enough on it, and he misses the target. That would have been the absolute ultimate dream start of all time if that would have been an alley.
Well, our match official this evening is from Russia, and he's Yuri Paskova. And, well, he just pointed immediately for a goal kick when everybody was expecting possibilities of a free kick, as Yakubu concedes the free kick then, just in front of the main stand here.
Just a pity Yakubu wasn't in target, because it was in.
It would.
Everybody was out the game.
And I must say, that really would have lifted the roof off very early on indeed. But just 90 seconds in on Century, live right across the northeast, it's Borough 0, it's FC Basel 0. And Borough nearly got the dream start everybody wanted. Well, meantime, the opposition coming forward now. Delgado with a little flick, the Argentinian then, and Barr puts it forward. Stopped on the edge of the Middlesbrough penalty area by Frank Kadra, recovered from the dead leg he suffered at the City of Manchester Stadium on Sunday, and he just lasted 9 minutes in the Middlesbrough's 1-0 victory. Down to Ian Haslam. What was the reaction from the bench? We were out of our seats here.
Well, Steve McLaren wasn't actually in his seat or on the bench at the time. It was the rest of the Borough bench that turned up as if to celebrate.
And here they go now. Sorry, Ian, because James Morrison has the ball right-hand side. Morrison into the box, and it's headed out towards the far side of play. Listen to the atmosphere here.
It's a good start, Ali. It's a lively start. It's a positive start.
And we've got them on the back foot early on, Bernie. That's the key thing. Come on, Boris. Mark Viduka, back to goal. Teased out towards the right-hand side of play. Stuart Parnaby's cross skews off the outside of his boot, and it's collected there by Pascal Zubabula, dressed in orange, the captain of FC Basel. Just sorry, Ian, we cut you off there as Borough run an attack. Steve McLaren didn't see the opening opportunity.
No, Steve McLaren wasn't actually down there at the time, but the rest of the bench all looked up as if something was going to happen on the goal front. But sadly, as you say, Yakubu narrowly missed. But the noise down here is tremendous. I don't know if the sound does it justice. It really isn't loud. The Borough fans in force tonight.
As FC Basel take the throw-in, it's on this right-hand side of play. It's guided down there by Eduardo. Infields, and Delgado goes down. That's a free kick. Fabio Rockenbach conceded the free kick.
See, again, Rockenbach, Ali, I think he's an important figure tonight, along with the wingers. But we can't allow to give too many free kicks away. I mean, it's definitely a free kick. There's no ifs or buts. And that's something he has to try and get out his game.
Well, this free kick will be taken on the right-hand side of play. It's Mladen Petric who's going to take this free kick, the Croatian. And he'll take it left-footed into the area now, and it's side-footed wide of the target. Goal kick.
I'll tell you what, Downing missed it, Boateng missed it. The lad nipped in front of Kadra, he got a touch there. Thankfully it was off target. But that was a great free kick. We seem to have slipped in there, he got free. Frank has to do better. Frank struggled over there, Ali. Tonight he has to be his very best.
And it was Daniel Sturovski with the shot that went wide of the target there. So, interesting, open start to this UEFA Cup tie. Last 8, prize at stake, a place against either Rapid or Steaua Bucharest in the semi-finals. Beeman playing his usual role in front of the back 4 there. Papa Bar goes back to the centre halves, then it's launched down towards this near side of play. Frank Cadre tries to get tight in there, and Rockenbach comes away from Delgado with the ball. Stewie Downing still deep inside his own half of the field. Cadre, Rockenbach, good play from the Borough. The red shirts are rolling forward. Here goes Rockenbach. He's 30 yards out from goal. Slides a pass to Yakubu. Nearly into the path there of Mark Viduka. Cleared out towards the near side, and Stewie Downing collects it. And Downing, under a bit of pressure, gets a throw in for Borough on the near side. Reto Zani went into the challenge there, the right full back for FC Basel, the champions of Switzerland, the current league leaders in Switzerland. And Borough get another throw in. Frank Cadre will take it, launch it into the penalty area now, headed out, and Stewie Downing can't get there. Cadre, in fact, puts his foot in there.
I mean, when we're playing balls into the front too, especially with the big lad at the back alley, they have to be chest downwards. Anything up there, he's going to win.
Well, here's Mark Viduka. Viduka robbed of possession. Petric, long ball that Eduardo will chase. Gareth Southgate underneath it.
That's a good header.
And Frank Cadre tries to advance it on. Downing as well.
If Southgate lets it bounce, it causes mayhem, and he did well to knock it on there.
It's Middlesbrough's 22nd European tie, just their 2nd season in Europe. Meanwhile, for FC Basel, they began European competitions in 1963 in the old European Cup Winners' Cup, which, of course, is no longer played for, as Mark Viduka gets a bang on the back of the head there from Daniel MAJSTOROVIC. And it will be a Middlesbrough free kick, 5-10 yards inside the Basel half of the field. Rockenbach takes it quickly for the right side of play. Parnaby in towards Gareth Southgate. And a right-footed ball by Southgate. Downfield, tidied up by Basel and given away. Here's George Boateng for Rockenbach. Rockenbach in the centre circle. Guides it beautifully.
Feed Downing, that's
out towards Stewie Downing. Downing attacking on the overlap here. Downing looks up. Left-footed ball floated in close towards the goalkeeper, who gathers it in his height.
Not a bad ball, Ali. Go on and challenge the keeper. He's not a bad ball.
Well, Christian Gross, the head coach of FC Basel, has come out. Seems to be some discussion going on there, Ian.
Now, Christian Gross just shouting a few orders out to his team. Apart from that, looks a bit confused largely. Steve McLaren, though, still in the same place he was when he came down, looking very unanimated at the minute. Still got his arms crossed. All the noise coming from Steve Round down here. I expect him to go to the technical area quite soon.
As the clearance from Mark Schwarzer, halfway line area. It's Delgado with Rockenbach for company. Rockenbach tries to shrug the Argentinian off the ball, but he comes out towards the near side. And Rockenbach started a high tempo, Bernie.
Rockenbach started off well. And as I say, when you're inside one of the winger, your job's to feed the winger. He doesn't give down enough of the ball for me tonight. He's given him a couple of early balls, good balls at that.
As Eduardo for Delgado. 2-0, remember, from the first leg. The only score that will get us to extra time and the possibility of penalties is 2-0 to Borough on the night. As Yakubu is blocked and Borough get a throw-in on this left-hand side. FC Basel have scored away from home in every one of their UEFA Cup ties so far this season. As George Boateng in the centre circle for Borough plays a lovely pass into the path there of James Morrison. Morrison switch it to Cadre. Borough attacking the new Holgate end. Frank Cadre with possession. Cadre, Rockenbach. And Rockenbach tried to thread it through a narrow gap there, and Basel win possession. And Eduardo just inside the centre circle, the tall number 23 playing the lone striker's role, running into a bit of trouble there, but he's skipped across the turf and still has possession. Boateng, though, in with a great challenge. And Mark Viduka is trying to hunt the ball down over on the far side. George Boateng missed last week's game due to a suspension. So too did Lee Cattermole, as there's a challenge by Stewie Downing.
Brilliant.
Oh, goodness me, I thought that was a terrific challenge by Downing.
I thought it was an honest challenge. Didn't see anything in alley.
Well, the referee shakes his head. He gave Middlesbrough something in the opening 90 seconds when Yakubu challenged the goalkeeper and then rolled the ball wide of target. I thought it was a harsh decision against Stewie Downing. We're 8 minutes into the tie. It's Borough 0, FC Basel 0 on the night. 2-0 to the Swiss visitors on aggregate. As this free kick, I think Delgado has put his marker down that he wants to have a go at this one. Mladen Petric is there as well, but it'll be Delgado. Delgado takes it right-footed straight against the wall, comes back to Delgado.
That was a poor free kick.
It was indeed, but still there's dangers. The ball's hooked high towards the edge of the penalty area, headed on and cleared there out towards this near side by Chris Riggett. But Basel with possession, and they give it away. And Kadra plays a long ball. It's headed back, though, on this right-hand side by Retozani. And now Yakubu gives it a rare old thump out towards the Middlesbrough right wing.
The idea was good.
It was. Unfortunately, Bruno Berner was underneath it. And Bruno Berner again clears it. Gareth Southgate chests it down. What we did learn, of course, last week was it only takes a couple of minutes to score 2 goals, as our opponents did in the Saint-Jacques Park Stadium.
Oh, it's a cliche. Second to score a goal. That's true.
Into the midfield area.
We have to watch them on the counter-attack. Is a very quick angle.
And they are indeed. Eduardo looks out towards the left-hand side of play. George Boateng goes back. There's a huge appeal for handball not given by the referee. The cross comes into the penalty area and Chris Riggott knocks it out.
Because the left side are very, very pacey and through the middle, and that's something we really have to watch.
We do indeed, Bernie. They've got the ability in wide areas to cause problems. It's not a capacity Riverside Stadium by any means this evening. But the Teesside fans who've come out to support their sides, well done, and good noise, good atmosphere, keep it going. It could still be a long night as the throw-in comes inside the Middlesbrough penalty area, met by the forehead of Chris Riggott. It's a throw-in for Basel, again on the left-hand side of play. Eduardo is in front of Gareth Southgate. Meanwhile, we watch this as the throw-in will come into the penalty area now. George Boateng tries to get there. It's cleared towards the edge of the penalty area. Put back in again, and Frank Kadra calls for it. A good distance on the header. Bar puts it back towards the Middlesbrough penalty area. But for the moment, struggling just to clear it a little bit as Rockenbach.
Well done, Rockenbach.
Out towards Stewie Downing. Downing's got yards for an interview if he wants to. Downing on the left-hand side of play. Downing trying to take on the defender now on the outside. Terrific burst of pace by Downing, and unfortunately just ran out of...
And you know what I liked about that? He's pace and he's direct, and he's trying to get outside the mallet to get to the byline. Just lost control at the end up.
Retozani is worried. Steve McLaren's walking out. Down to Ian Haslam. What's the boss having to say?
For the first time into the technical area, just geeing up his players, clapping, saying, come on, in particular to Downing. I think the bench liked that little run Stuart Downing just went on. All on the edge of the seats for that one, clapping. That's what we want more of. More from Downing down this left-hand side.
Oh, the manager's caught it there as Zubabula put it out of play. Kadra's throw. Bar clears it. Frank Kadra gets involved again, and now Gareth Southgate to Chris Riggott. Riggott takes a touch and a pressure from Eduardo to his captain Gareth Southgate, who left-footed into the Basel half of the field, picks out the Australian Mark Viduka. Downing, Viduka. Oh, Viduka's ball in field is poor. Seized upon by Bar. Viduka apologises and Rockenbach slides in. Good challenge, Rockenbach. But Basel played out towards the left-hand side, the far side from our commentary position. Starowski back for his full-back. And then it's all the way back to goalkeeper by Bruno Berner.
I think he's a dodgy keeper, him.
Well, he's the Swiss international goalkeeper, Bernie.
I don't give a damn.
Right, okay. Eduardo for Delgado.
He looks hesitant.
He was rattled, I think, by that challenge early on from Yakubu. As Gareth Southgate comes across to tidy up from Eduardo. That'll be a throw in near side. In the last round of the competition, Borough had their glory in Rome, progressing due to the away goals rule. Basel were rather more comfortable, 4-2 aggregate winners over Strasbourg, who'd actually beaten them in the group stage. And here come Basel again to the left-hand side. Stuart PARNABY goes out to try and stop the threat. It's a cross in towards the penalty area now, and a shot there that Mark Schwarzer saves on the turn when he came in from Mladen Petric.
Yeah, it's a good touch initially, good turn, good shot.
Downing, right-footed. Viduka chests it back. George Boateng for Fabio Rockenbach. There's a terrific run being made by James Morrison to a central midfield area that Rockenbach doesn't pick out. It's still Rockenbach trying to pull the strings in the midfield area. He's got Petric for company. Rockenbach coming in field. Then he'll try the long crossfield ball for Stewie Downing.
That's a great ball.
Downing takes a touch. Got 2 white shirts coming towards him. Lifts a great ball. Oh, down goes Mark Viduka, and the referee sees nothing wrong in that.
Actually, if he thinks Mark dived, he should book him.
Well, yes, he should. Viduka went down.
Oh, the other one, apparently.
The Borough bench actually just got... Steve McLaren did not like that at all. He wanted something there.
Well, the referee...
it's one or the other. Referee gave
nothing for it. Yakubu on the right. There's a Basel player down injured. Yakubu puts the ball out of play. Well, the referee who gave something in the opening exchange is possibly for Borough.
He's an experienced guy, and when the ball's coming in, he's obviously looking for it. I would look for it. Why not? I mean, it's a great ball in, and he's touching with his chest. Nah, there wasn't. Nah, come on, Ali, there wasn't.
Well, you look again.
And the replay, no.
The arm was raised.
No. You need new glasses.
No, the arm was raised, Bernie. And
there wasn't enough, 6-foot odd guy, muscle.
Well, you should know, once you've leapt to the ground, there was contact.
I would go to ground.
It's contact.
If I'm going to get my team an advantage in a penalty, I will go to ground no matter what.
Well, the referee, Yuri Baskakov from Russia, is just watching now as the player who hobbling off near side. Yakubu was who put it out just so the treatment could be given there to Mladen Petric. And Basel return the favour by putting it out on the far side. Petric wants to come quickly back on again. If you just tune into Century this Thursday evening for our European commentary, live right across the northeast with Lookers celebrating their first anniversary as Volkswagen retailers in Darlington, you haven't missed a goal. It's been an interesting opening as Chris Riggett, long ball into the direction of Viduka, gets a flick on. Now it's Yakubu at the end. He goes down, the referee points for a corner kick, not a penalty kick. As the referee made the decision quickly.
I think everybody's edgy. We know we need this opening goal. I mean, we're claiming for anything.
Well, tell you what, guys, Steve McLaren just came up off the bench then and turned away smiling. He knew it wasn't a penalty. Corner
kick though, New Holgate end. Everybody out of their seats. Come on, Burrows. The stadium roof would lift off if Borough were to score. In it comes now. It's away towards Yakubu. He gets the shot in. It's poked down there, and there's an appeal again for handball.
This is what we have to watch, Ali. The break. Look at this.
They're streaming forward. The white shirts as coming forward quickly, and there's Rockenbach.
Good old Rocky.
Rocking in front of the back four, or was it back one there?
I don't care, but he's
out towards the far side, and it's Downing. Downing cutting in from the right wing. Stewie Downing onto his left foot, tries a shot from distance, and the Zubabula's behind it.
A wee bit ambitious. George is letting them know, saying, come on, Stewie, hey, you have a crack at goal. I mean, the keeper had no problems with it, but well done, Rockenbach again. He started off very, very well. I'll be honest, I don't think, Ali, I thought the lad caught the yak, but was it enough to give a penalty? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've seen them given.
Yes.
I have seen that given.
Well, the Borough bench, Steve McLaren wasn't impressed with that.
He's made contact. Learn it again. He's made contact, and for me, that is a penalty. I've seen them given, definitely. The first one, no chance. That one, yes.
The voice of Bernie Slevin, Borough legend alongside me for every kick of Borough season. And Borough unlucky then on second view not to have had a penalty kick awarded here. But they battle on. Viduka flicks it on. Yakubu tries to get there, but the centre half stretched out there. Daniel MAJSTOROVIC. And now on this right wing area, Basel concede a throw-in. And jumping up and down there in fury is David Dagan. They wanted a better pass than that. Rockenbach, who started off splendidly. Rockenbach in the midfield area, not quite so good there. Eduardo. Cadre tries to nip in ahead of Eduardo, but it's advanced on into the midfield. The referee tries to skip out of the way as Matthias Delgado with possession. And the white shirts of Basel come forward again. They won at the weekend by 2-0. Warming up for this one. But Borough stopped their attacking intent there with Riggett, but Rockenbach gives it away. They're not too much is lost. Then Rockenbach shrugs his shoulders and wanders away. Wearing gloves this evening, but it's not too chilly a night. As the long ball into the direction of Mark Viduka, guides in the path of Yakubu, blocked there. Basel on the just outside their own penalty area, clear it. Chris Riggett gets a positive header forward. Morrison then. Morrison will look for Viduka. It's cleared by the Basel defence. Morrison goes back in again. It's David Dagan though coming out towards this. I thought he was going to come out towards the near side. In fact, he turned back in again. And Basel played out towards their left full back, Bruno Berner, along the line far side. This is an interesting tie, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Balanced on a bit of a knife edge with regard to the first goal. Basel have already shown on one occasion they break so quickly, but Borough do have to at certain stages gamble, but not too early on gamble.
No, patience, Ali, it's very, very important.
It's a throw-in.
We can't just venture forward willy-nilly and concede, because that would be the end of the game.
Absolutely.
Pick and choose when to go, keep feeding the wingers. Rockenbach started off very, very well, and he's an important part tonight of the team.
Well, no Lee Cattermole this evening, injured. Let's hope he can play some part before the end of the campaign, the youngster, because he was terrific, or has been terrific since making his debut at Newcastle at the turn of the year. But Rockenbach
good
there
interception.
Puts it out of play, and lucky you can probably hear from our pitch side microphone is the view from the bench. Eduardo tries to get control. Rockenbach is there, volleys it in fact off the number 10, Mladen Petric. Basel switched the player though to the left-hand side of the penalty area, and Stuart Parnaby tries to get close, and Parnaby puts it out of play. It's going to be a corner kick for FC Basel. They're good technically, aren't they?
Yeah, says that, Ali. Yeah, passing and movement, and a little bit of pace. You got a lot of pace in the team, and obviously in the modern game that's a big thing to have, and a definite benefit.
Now Mladen Petric goes out to take this corner kick for FC Basel.
Height.
Yes, they have. On the left-hand side. Into the penalty area it goes now, and it's headed out, and it's another corner kick because Gareth Southgate, as Bernie said, got his forehead to that one. And the corner kick on the left again. A night when history beckons for the Borough, but goodness me, what a job they've got to do. As in comes this cross in the penalty area now. Headed back, and a terrific block there. 6 yards out by Chris Riggett. Now Yakubu on the left, so Yakubu turns into trouble there.
Showed him too much of the ball.
He did, he showed.
This guy's the key man for their team, the lad that protects the back four.
Yes, Papa Malik Bai performs the same role at, say, Chelsea, we see.
And he's away at position.
Yes, he is at the moment. Into the centre circle. James Morrison leading the Borough run forward. It's Morrison to Yakubu on the left-hand side of play. Yakubu coming infield, then switching the direction of Viduka in the penalty area. And Viduka's header goes out towards the left-hand side. Viduka tries to, in fact, block the clearance. That was, you did feel for Mark Viduka there, Bernie, because when he looked up, he was the only player inside the penalty area.
And again, it was up at head tight.
Yeah,
he needs it chest downwards.
Just to conclude the remark I was making about Barr, the player just in front of the back four, very similar to Makaleli, isn't he, of Chelsea? Just that little sitting row.
Poor man's Makaleli, but hey, this guy is a decent player.
Yes, he is. He's a Senegalese international. It was a bit surprising he was left out of the African Cup of Nations squad for the recent tournament in Egypt. As Gareth Southgate's header lifted towards the halfway line. 0-0 instead. If you just tuned into us on Century, right across the northeast. 20 minutes have been played as Chris Riggett blocks another attack.
He's not just there to disrupt, he's there to play as well, because he can play.
Yes, he comes out. And the other thing you've got to say, Bernie, is that Basel are not relying on their 2-goal advantage from the first leg. They've actually, I think they've been better tonight in the opening 20 minutes than when we saw them in Switzerland.
I agree.
As this throw-in for the visitors, level with the edge of the Middlesbrough penalty area. Petric went across, wanted it. Thrown into the area now. It looked like handball. Referee blows the whistle. So with some 21 minutes in, what's the thoughts from the bench, Ian, down there?
Yeah, it's all going to be quiet down here, Ali, to be honest. We've had Steve round out a couple of times in the technical area, barking out orders, primarily Stuart Downing. I think they want to get Downing more into this game. We know what a massive threat Downing is, and he's got quite a lot of space on this left-hand side. So I think they're hoping to bring him in to attack more and get these balls into the Yak and Viduka up front that haven't been happening so far, apart from the beginning. But like you said before, Basel looking very slick, actually. They're quite a dangerous side, it looks like.
They are. Need to be watched. A European pedigree. Began this season the Champions League, beaten by Werder Bremen, as Borough's throw reaches Mark Viduka in the penalty area. Now he goes out towards the right wing. There's a cross into the box now, headed out. It's all about quality of delivery into those areas, isn't it? Especially in these European games where goals are so prime.
It has to be a certain type of delivery, Ali. No good putting it sky high. We need it chest downwards. Guys like Viduka and Yakubu to have a chance.
Here he is, Viduka, stopped in the penalty area. George Boateng, Stuart Parnaby, Morrison. Morrison tried to get it back again towards Parnaby. That was blocked. A crowded picture. As Boateng on the right wing now. Right-footed ball. Mark Viduka tries to cushion the header down. Borough on the right wing, though, trying to make most of it. Parnaby into a challenge, but you just sensed on that particular occasion that move might have broken down then. And Basel out towards the left with Petric. And Borough claim a throw, get the throw. Level with the halfway line. Back it goes now. So last season for Borough, last 16 was the downfall to Sporting Lisbon, who went on to lose the final to CSKA Moscow. As this time around, Borough reached the quarter-final stage. But a lot of work to be done. Stewie Downing, near sides. Downing closed down quickly. Basel with possession. And it's Areto Zani. Now Delgado. Long-haired Argentinian player. 7 goals.
Oh, Frank, you get done for that.
Yes, the referee's coming across.
Yeah, he played a 1-2 left Frank for dead. Frank knew it and wiped him out of the game. He just get told to calm down.
The referee has given him a final warning there, Frank Cadre giving the final warning. I think Steve Round bellowing instructions out there.
Bellowing instructions to Mark Viduka, who's gone a bit quiet actually over the last 15 minutes or so.
Here comes the free kick into the penalty area, headed down right across the face and goal. On Basel have scored, and it's Eduardo who's come in. Eduardo who's got the goal for Basel. The free kick was taken, headed down inside the 6-yard box, and it's Borough 0, it's Basel 1, it's Eduardo who scored.
It's a majorly disappointing goal to concede, Ali. It's a deep free kick. It's to the back stick. The lad's unchallenged practically. He's headed it across the face of the goal. And we've got a host of red shirts not anticipating, and ends up in the back of the net. That's disaster.
Well,
disaster.
It now means...
Oh, it's a mountain. Mount Everest.
Yes, absolutely. Borough 3-0 down on aggregate. The timing of the goal coming in the 22nd minute. And Eduardo's goal makes it 3-0 on aggregate to FC Basel. and Borough need to score 4.
Guys, like you said, tragic for the Borough, and Steve McLaren, head in his hands when that goal went in, just walked back down the tunnel, emerged again a minute or so later. Despondency on the Borough bench.
Well, it needs to be lifted now, no matter how difficult the circumstances may seem to be. 4 goals are needed. And on the right-hand side, Borough get a throw-in. Our Borough match commentary, Lucas, still delivering at the highest level for Volkswagen in Northallerton.
I'm just reflecting the goal, Ali. It's a deep free kick, back stick. You know where it's going to go. That's where the big lads queue. That's where they're queuing up. And it's a free header across the face of the goal, and the lad practically unmarked back stick.
Well, Borough have got to be careful it doesn't go too ragged here. Chris Riggett picks up a booking for a challenge on the left-hand side. And the Riverside's gone just a little bit quiet at the moment. The voices you can hear are from the Basel supporters away to the right-hand side. Riggett booked for the foul on Petric. Free kick for Basel. Midway inside the Middlesbrough half of the field. Mark Schwarzer in the penalty area away to the right. He missed the weekend's game with tonsillitis. He's back this evening. In comes the cross in the penalty area. And Borough on the edge of the box, eventually get it out of play. It's a throw-in on the left-hand side of play. Half-time, incidentally, courtesy of 888.com. We've got 2 pairs of tickets up for grabs to see Borough against Newcastle, the derby, on Sunday. Listen out for the question before dialing 0191 477 2000. Well, European football it's a hard learning curve, isn't it, Bernie? It's only Middlesbrough's 2nd season of European competition.
Yeah, well, we've got European experience out there, Alan. We've got international players, and we know the score. You need to get the opening goal, and we're failed.
There's Borough clear.
I mean, there's still enough time, but it's a tall order.
Oh, yes,
it really
is.
It's a tall order.
It is, especially
before the game. If we get the opening goal, hey, it's game on. Let's see how good they are. If they get the opening goal, my words were good night. But at the minute...
Well, it's a throw-in. Borough have to defend this one. A long throw into the penalty area now, headed out by Gareth Southgate. Volleyed up towards the halfway line area where Yakubu gets underneath it. Used good body strength, Yakubu. Inside his own half the field, though, and the pass coming in. You can see the boost to confidence to Basel. That goal by Eduardo has given them. But that's a poor ball, and here's Stewie Downing then. Downing crossing the halfway line. Downing plays a square ball in field. Boateng chase after it. Mark Viduka. 30 yards out from goal. Back to goal for Stewie Downing. Downing right-footed in towards the penalty area. Headed clear. Morrison for George Boateng. Now Mark Viduka, the edge of the box. Borough look to prise open the Basel defence. Not from that pass.
His first bad ball.
It is.
Walking back.
As Super Bowler, the goalkeeper, gathers it inside the penalty area and walks out to the edge of the box. So earlier today it ended Zenit St. Petersburg 1, Sevilla 1. That's a 5-2 to Sevilla on aggregate. They've progressed to the last 4. Schalke 0, Levski Sofia still playing 1. That's a 3-2 to Schalke on aggregate. But here at the Riversides, Borough are a goal down to FC Basel. 3-0 on aggregate, needing to score 4 times in the remaining time that is left. 24 minutes to go, or rather 19 minutes to go before half-time, and then another 45 to add on to that. Have the bench recovered yet, Ian?
Well, Steve McLaren's taken his seat next to Steve Round at the front, pen and paper in hand. He's looking pretty serious, as you can imagine, but they seem to be deep in discussion and deep in tactical thought at the moment. A lot of gesticulating going on with their hands. I think Borough really needs to step up the tempo now. A goal before half-time, surely essential.
I would agree with you. Elsewhere, full time in Bucharest. Steaua Bucharest 0, Rapid Bucharest 0, which means Rapid Bucharest go through. I'm just looking at this one here. It's far side of play, edge of the penalty area stuff now. And Eduardo just turns it back a few yards in towards Petric. Borough just need to get a hold of this game, Bernie. They're obviously stunned by the Eduardo goal, but here's Downing chesting it on for Rockenbach. Bar picks it up. Downing tries to get there again in front of us here. A rare old tussle. Downing sliding in, and the ball goes out of play. Throw-in. It's going to be for Basel on this right.
No mentally, Alex, a mountain to climb. But they'll keep going, and they are still going.
As Rockenbach's headed down. Frank Kudra midway inside his own half. Battles well for it. Here's Viduka in the centre circle, running towards the Basel penalty area. To his right is Morrison. Morrison, a push and a run on the overlap. James Morrison keeps the ball in play. He's still got to try and get round, though. Bruno Berner. Morrison with possession for George Boateng. Boateng spreads the ball wide now for Stewie Downing. On the overlap is Frank Cadreur, but it's Downing with the ball. Downing zips it into the penalty area. It may break the way of Yakubu on the penalty spot.
Ball. Big Yak missed it.
Rockenbach heads it down. There's Boateng to the far side of play, and it's seized upon by Parnaby. Infield for George Boateng with the outside boot. Yakubu, edge of the penalty area. Lots of work to be done. Boateng tries to get the Yakubu D edge of the box, feeds in towards Viduka. Viduka looks to get an angle to turn and get a shot away, and it's just sheer weight of numbers in the end that stops Mark Viduka.
Just 3 white shots surrounded him instantly.
And running on now is Petric. Eduardo's ahead of him. Eduardo comes forward, and out comes Mark Schwarzer. Sees the opportunity, Mark Schwarzer clears his lines.
It's the pace causing problems, Alan.
Downing trying to get there under pressure. Does well, the youngster. Back for Cadreur. Now Rockenbach for Stewie Downing. Little flick for Rockenbach. Rockenbach flicks it as well, and then there's a bit of a pull of the hair there. Rockenbach's having words with David Dagan.
Rockenbach knew he'd fluffed his clearance or kick up the field, and he just shoved the palm of his hand into the lad's face.
Yeah, the referee just talking to Rockenbach and the Basel player. Steve McLaren a little bit concerned there. Just come down to have a quick word with the referee. The referee clearly backpedaling now, hasn't heard him, and Steve McLaren goes back to the dugout.
You do think, I know you shouldn't, Bernie, but you do think back to Yakubu opening 90 seconds, don't you?
I've got that written down. 13 seconds.
13 seconds, sorry.
Could have been 1-0 up. Could have been 1-0 up. It was a chance, golden chance.
Instead, it's 1-0 down. Big week for Borough after this evening's game. Sunday, of course, full match commentary on Century of the North East Derby, Borough against Newcastle United. And then next Wednesday, commentary on the FA Cup quarter-final replay, Borough against Charlton. The route for a European return could be only through the FA Cup at the end of the season. Let's hope not. Let's hope for a Borough miracle. Yakubu nearly gets in there, and a sliding interception by Daniel MAJSTOROVIC stopped that. And Borough appeal for handball there. Morrison's arm was raised in his appeal. Cut short. Boateng driving on, putting pressure on, and the crowd have recovered a little bit after that Eduardo goal knocked the stuffing out of everybody. Viduka inside the penalty. Great turn, Mark Viduka. Terrific work, Viduka. He goes down, no penalty according to the referee. And Cadreur.
It was a great bit of skill for Viduka.
It was a great run by Viduka. And Eduardo now, the goal scorer on the night, runs into Rockenbach.
Yeah, it was a great bit of skill for the big Viduka. I mean, he's excellent at that. He danced by a couple of white shots.
Well,
again,
there was a foot outraised there.
Yeah, I'll see it again just for the. I mean, he's danced by, I say, a couple of white shots. Now the lad's got to touch it.
Well, no, it's the sliding challenge now.
I'll tell you what,
which came in.
Again.
Yes, the referee ignored that. That's 2 possible penalties, which he's turned down, the official from Russia.
Actually, Steve McLaren's just come out. I think he's just viewed the replay, come out just nodding his head as if to say, yeah, we had something there.
Yes, we did. Thanks, Ian. Ian Haslam, our touchline reporter. Morrison on a great burst forward. Still Morrison runs into trouble, though. And Barr in front of the back four. Malik Barr. And Basel on the left wing. Infield for Petric. Petric turns to run towards the penalty area. Rockenbach gets there. Chris Riggett now in the right full-back position. Up towards Boateng. Outside his penalty area, pressure from Delgado. Finds Cadreur. Downing on the left-hand touchline. Push up, you can hear the bench say. Cadreur responds, comes forward then. Inside the centre circle, Morrison now for Yakubu. 35 yards out from goal with his back to goal. Yakubu feeds it to Downing on the left wing. Downing with 2 white shirts for company. Downing tries to burst towards the touchline area and stopped by a sliding chance from Rekozani for a have a corner kick.
Good run again. He's going in outside down. He's earned a corner kick for his. Morrison seems to have come in one. Not getting much trouble. He's not getting any of the ball out there. He's come in looking for it.
New Holgate penalty area. Borough a goal down on the night. 3-0 on aggregate. Downing takes this one left-footed, and the goalkeeper gathers it and then drops it and picks it up second bounce.
Gathered it convincingly.
No.
He dropped it.
Gathered it on that second bounce. Pascal Superbula, the goalkeeper for FC Basel, then kicks the ball straight out of play. Borough throwing left-hand side. Frank Cadreur to take this one. Cadreur, half-a-line area, throws into the direction of Mark Viduka. Viduka touch it on. Yakubu, strike partner after it, and here goes Mark Viduka running towards the penalty area. Inside the penalty. Goal! There is hope! There is hope! Mark Viduka with an awesome shot. Lashes it into the back of the net. The Riverside erupts, and Borough have just a finger hold on the route to recovery. Borough 1, Basel 1. Incredible power from Viduka.
You can tell how much it means to the support alley. I mean, it's a throw-in. Viduka's sort of touched it. He's got a lucky break back into his path. He's went in front of the centre-back and he's rifled to his right foot. Keeper, well, he didn't know where it was going to end up in the back of the net, and it's game on. It
is Viduka lashing it into the back of the net. One apiece. Score again, Borough, before half-time. Goodness me, the roof would come off. Yakubu chasing it into the channel, and across comes the centre-half, Daniel MAJSTOROVIC, to put it out of play. Come on, says the boss. What's the view down there, Ian?
Yeah, Steve, as soon as that goal went in, Steve McLaren up off the bench, clenching his fist, teeth grimace, right up to the technical area, and just clapping those players on, saying, yes, we're back into it now. Let's see if we can get another before half-time.
Is there a problem with Frank Cadreur?
Frank Cadreur, his head's bleeding. It's a cut on the left side of his head. It looks to be bleeding pretty badly. He's having treatment on the sideline at the minute. A bit of concern here. Steve Round just walking over to try and have a word, but...
Well, Frank Cadreur is obviously bleeding at the moment. He's off the field in need of treatment. Meanwhile, Mark Viduka chases it down, puts it out of play. It'll be a goal kick. Still the treatment given there to Frank Cadreur, mopping up of the blood.
Just to see how bad this is, Ali. It doesn't look too bad at the minute. They're stemming the blood with the bandages. They're opting for a bandage wrapped around the head. Hopefully this will be enough, so we'll have to keep doing it throughout the rest of the half.
It was David Dagan's trailing elbow that caused the problem. Frank Cadreur being bandaged there. Chris Riggett wins his header in the centre circle. Morrison, Yakubu battling back inside his own half of the fields. Dare we believe, Bernie?
Ali, anything can happen in this game. Still got a mountain to climb. Don't kid yourself. Still
a mountain. It's 3-1 then to Basel on aggregates. A long road to recovery led by the man in possession, Mark Viduka. Good strength, Viduka. Round 1, round 2, Viduka. Viduka still running towards the penalty area, and that will be a corner kick.
Well, that's what Viduka's all about, and good goal scorers are all about, Ali. Wasn't really in the game, wasn't in it, and then he popped up with the goods, i.e. a goal. And who knows, you could go on and get a couple more.
Well, let's see. It's a corner kick. Frank Cadreur wants to come back on again.
Frank Cadreur desperate to get on, actually, but they'll take the corner.
In comes the corner now into a crowded area. The header down, Zubabula makes his save away to the left-hand side. There's not really any power on that from Yakubu.
Good delivery from Downing. Yeah, you rightly described it, Ali. Couldn't get any power on it, just drifted back to the goalkeeper.
A heavily bandaged Frank Cadreur is back on. Borough back to their full complement of 11. As Boateng inside the area tries to stop Petric getting the shot in, which he puts in the shot right across the face of the penalty area. And Frank Cadreur's first touch since coming back on is to pick it up on the left-hand side of play and run towards the halfway line. And a left-footed long ball, the centre-half cuts across to block that one. Downing gets involved, and it's a throw-in for FC Basel on the right-hand side. I know that Daniel MAJSTOROVIC impresses you, the tall central defender for FC Basel.
A lot of the time we play into his hands, Ali.
Delgado.
Or his head, rather.
Yes. Now it's Eduardo, whose goal really did deflate us for a while. And into the centre circle we can see Viduka now. Viduka goes to the floor. No free kick given according to the referee. Barr plays it on. And Borough trying to get back again with Morrison challenging. Referee does play the advantage because he sees the left-back Bruno Berner in possession. Basel busying themselves on the left wing area just at the moment. Coming infield. Petric to his right. Barr midway inside the Middlesbrough half the field, directly in line with goal. Now Delgado, and Cadreur seizes a chance to get in a challenge and put it out of play. Well, for Borough to progress now through to play in the next round, Stoya Bucharest, what they would have to do is to score 3 more times without reply. There will not be extra time or indeed penalty kicks this evening. By virtue of the Eduardo goal, that possibility has been ruled out. On the right-hand side, Cadreur.
Done for pace, Frank.
Well, it was a free kick because David Dagan got away from him very quickly there. Yeah. We saw in the first leg, Bernie, that Dagan is a very quick player.
Well, Frank must have had nightmares about him because he had a smashing game over there and they showed a clean pair of heels to Frank. Frank had to lunge in and bring him down. It's a dangerous position.
And the Basel goal at the Riverside here was actually scored from a set play, wasn't it? So we've got to guard against that happening again. Yeah. Just briefly around at half-time, 888.com competition. 2 pairs of tickets up for grabs for Borough Newcastle at the derby on Sunday. Free kick, right-hand side. In it comes now. Delgado takes it. Mark Schwarzer gets a hand, and that one is behind you, Mark! And it's knocked out of play near side. And it was Gareth Southgate. Mark Schwarzer smiling, but goodness me, that could have been the end of the tie.
Schwarzer didn't know where it was. It was a great ball, and it caused mayhem He's come down with his right foot. It's hit Southgate. Swanson's looking up in the air. It's on the floor. And Gareth comes to the rescue. The big centre-half was just waiting to pop it in the back of the net. Off the hook there.
Throw-in into the Middlesbrough penalty area now. Gareth Southgate, Chris Riggett, climbing high. Borough get the free kick.
Good decision.
I think it was almost like my party shout of it's behind you, Mark.
Did you honestly think Matt Swanson could hear you shouting?
With my voice?
I'll tell you what, there was a lot of shouting, lads, at the Borough defence there when that corner came across. I think it was Rockenbach that was getting the brunt of it from the bench. He deemed not to be marking his man right.
OK, and Haslamar, touchdown reporter this evening. We're taking the heart of the Middlesbrough technical area here on Century. As Kadra, halfway line, goes into the midfield for Chris Riggett, and Riggett's right-footed ball. Barr tries to pick it off, which he succeeds in doing. We couldn't find a white shirt. George Boateng tries to get down the right wing for Borough, but Petric nips it away from Boateng. And it's a little passage of play on the far side, dominated by the white shirts from visitors, the champions of Switzerland, the league leaders in Switzerland. And halfway line once more, we see a couple of challenges go in, and I think Eduardo is still on the floor at the moment, and the home supporters feel that he's buying a little bit of treatment to let the clock run down. And Eduardo's clutching his right knee at the present time. Southgate was there, Boateng as well, and Eduardo made, I think, the most of that one. And he gets up now with without the need for the physio for FC Basel to come on.
In fact, the physio's not even got off his seat.
Well, you do wonder whether or not we should actually give them the ball back again now, but James Morrison puts it out of play, and Basel have a throw-in midway inside their own half of the field. Eduardo is still hobbling around, and as Ian Haslam said, the physio didn't even bother to get off his bench there. That's what he thought of that particular need for treatment, or not, in the case of his centre-forward, may be.
I think it was a crossword, actually.
George Boateng on the right wing. 1-1 on the evening. 5 minutes left before half-time. Or a 3-1 down in aggregate. Throwing him towards the Middlesbrough goal scorer, Mark Viduka. Barr gets it away from Viduka. And Basel look to clear once more. And they can break, and they can break quickly. And they stretched out towards Dagan on this near side. Stewie Downing is charging back inside his own half of the field. And well done, Downing, provided cover for his fullback. And also ensured that Borough would get a throw-in. Level with the edge of their own penalty area, which Frank Kadra is going to take now. Along this line, he's got Stewie Downing, he's got Rockenbach, who started really, really brightly this evening.
Yeah, he seems to have disappeared the last 10 minutes.
Yakubu tries to get possession for Borough.
He's not looking at the ball,
well,
man. That's a free kick, referee.
That was a free kick. You could hear the bench shouting about it. And it's the same player who actually caused the cut on Frank Kadra's head.
It's quite a tussle going on between those two. You think you can hear what the Borough bench made of that challenge?
We could. We were prepared to dip the mic at one moment.
I was trying to put my hand over it.
Stuart Parnaby, Mark Viduka. Viduka on the right wing area for Borough. Work to do, of course, out there, but he's strong. Mark Viduka. He goes down the floor. It's a throw-in for Borough, level with the edge of the FC Basel penalty area. 4 minutes away from half-time. One apiece on the night on Century. Right across the northeast. The throw-in into the box. Viduka chests it down. Morrison tries to burst onto the scene. Still Basel haven't cleared it, and now they do, though. And Rockenbach tries to get involved, but Delgado lifts it out towards Petric, and Petric running on the left wing area. He's got Gareth Southgate for company on that far side of play. Southgate, showing all of his experience, goes in to win it, and Borough get a throw in there. The skipper did really well, applauded by the fans. Have Borough recovered from that Eduardo blow? It was a real sucker punch, wasn't it?
Well, obviously, we've got a goal, Ali, and it'd be lovely to get a second just before half-time.
Yes, it would.
That would really boost the confidence.
Downing, back to Kadra. And he plays it for his captain, Gareth Southgate, and Borough then in the midfield with George Boateng. It was always a big ask, 2-0 down from the first leg, and especially when Eduardo scored. But Mark Viduka has given hope as this ball is in the direction of Viduka. Chests it down. Yakubu rolls his marker. Yakubu picks the spot, and the goalkeeper makes the save. Oh, that was a terrific chance and a terrific save.
Great ball for Viduka. Lovely ball. I mean, he's chested it into the... Well, right into the yak, he turns, it's 1-1. I thought he should have kept it in the ground, Ali. Keeps it in the ground, I think it's a goal.
Here it is, corner kick though, New Holgate end. Downing to take this one. In it comes, left-footed into the penalty area now, far side of play. and Yakubu tries to get there. Southgate as well. Kadra bursting onto it, and Kadra hooks it high into the air. Viduka gets back into an onside position. Rockenbach though midway inside the Basel half, guides it out to the left wing for Stewie Downing. Downing round one. Can he get round the second? Downing sprinting along the near side. There's a sliding challenge on Downing there by Eduardo.
But again, he's surrounded with two white shirts, but he's taking them on, and he's trying down for that byline, and it's a clear free kick.
Well, it's
a
throw-in, Bernie. Kadra takes the throw. Downing back to Kadra. Kadra left-footed in towards the near post. I
think it's a good ball. He's right on the line. Hey, it can only go near post.
Well, the goalkeeper, Pascal Zubabula, the captain for FC Basel. He's played in all of Basel's UEFA Cup ties this season. And he really did produce a save there from Yakubu. And Yakubu himself underneath it now for Downing in the centre circle area for Borough. On the right-hand side, I can see Parnaby making a great run. Spotted there by Downing. He just headed infield, though, Stuart Parnaby. Parnaby goes back to try and get it again. Left his foot in a little bit there.
You get booked for that, Stuart.
That's going to be a booking for Stuart Parnaby. And the yellow card raised by the referee. Free kick for Basel. Deep inside their own half. Well, Borough, when you look back over this half, Bernie, you will do in a few moments or so, there's been a couple of penalty appeals that Mark Viduka might have had on another night given.
Yep.
There was the Yakubu chance in the opening 13 seconds, sorry.
Chance just recently.
And a chance just recently.
We've had the chances.
And only taken one, the Mark Viduka shot, as he is George Boateng, midway inside his own half of the fields. Now for Frank Kadra. Kadra running towards the half-line area. On his outside is Stewie Downing. Infield, Rockenbach. Rockenbach in the centre circle area. Guides it for George Boateng. Boateng plays it into the direction of Yakubu now. Yakubu's first touch. Barr tries to get towards Yakubu. Yakubu looks for a little ball into Morrison, who dummied it on. Cleared. Rockenbach a second chance. Outside of the boot. To the outside left. Stewie Downing. Downing looks up. Plays the ball at the penalty area now. It's a good one as well. Headed clear though. Boateng chests it down. Runs towards the area. He's blocked there. There's a bit of a hobbling around done by Petric for a moment or two. Rockenbach for Boateng. Out towards the near side. Wasn't a good ball, was it? You've got to be careful. Why concede free kicks in that area? You do ask the question.
Guys, 1 minute of extra time, 1 minute of added time at the end of the half.
Thanks so much indeed, Ian. Just to remind you again, half-time competition courtesy of 888.com. We've got 2 pairs of tickets up for grabs to see Borough against Newcastle on Sunday, the big derby game here. This free kick for Basel, taken by the centre-half, Daniel MAJSTOROVIC. Right-footed ball in the direction of Eduardo. He gets his head to that one, but can't direct it to a white shirt. It'll be a Middlesbrough throw-in.
Ali, I've got to say, during that last spell of prolonged Borough possession, the shout from McLaren was wider, wider, clearly wanting to bring Downing more into this game.
OK, Ian House, our touchdown reporter.
I think Downing's been involved. I think it's Morrison who have to get more into the game.
And Parnaby tries to do that.
See, he's playing up the line, and he's right in saying Morrison's doing a Mendy, he's cutting inwards. I know the lad's getting frustrated because he's not been heavily in it.
Morrison back a few yards.
Keep your discipline. Don't get the ball. It's not the other guys to get you the ball.
That is the final moment of the first half. Borough with an awful lot of work still to do. Half-time comes at the Riverside, all tied up 1 apiece, but 3-1 to Basel on aggregate. And second half just underway here at the Riverside. Borough have made 1 change at half-time as Basel clear their lines into Borough territory. And that is James Morrison has been substituted at half-time. And on has come Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Yeah, we've changed the formation. We went 4-3-3, Ali, obviously. Steve McLaren throwing caution to the wind and going for it. We need goals. We need them in 45 minutes.
We need 3 goals without reply. But European pedigree last year, remember the European Cup final in Istanbul. And Liverpool scored 3 against AC Milan without reply in that second half. So it can be done, Bernie.
Ali, anything's possible. You know that in sport, anything
In comes the cross. Viduka heads it down. Offside flag raised by the linesman near side of place. In case you just tuned into Century, the Middlesbrough team, Mark Schwarzer is in goal. Right back, Stuart PARNABY was booked in the first half. Left back, Frank Cadre. Centre halves, Chris Frigott also picked up a yellow card first half, and Gareth Southgate. It'll now be George Boateng in the midfield with Fabio Rockenbach and Stewie Downing, and three up front of Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Yakubu and Mark Viduka. Borough subs not used as yet. Brad Jones the sub goalkeeper, Ugo Ayoub, Doriva, Massimo Macaroni, Andrew Davis and Andrew Taylor. As a heavily bandaged Frank Cadre heads it clear. Basel pick up the second ball and Petric runs towards the penalty area. Unleash a shot well wide of target, and that will be a goal kick.
A bit ambitious, 40 yards out centre, and it didn't connect properly and it just drifted by for a goal kick.
And the bench have made the change in second half. They've gone for it, haven't they?
They certainly have. I mean, the three big strikers up front, all we can do now is hope for some goals. Steve McLaren not down here yet, not taking his place, no sign of him. I don't know if he's sat in the stands at all, but obviously goals on the menu and hopefully not conceding any.
As a free kick is conceded, the referee just spots it out over there. As Rockenbach shakes his head, it's just going to be a throw-in, in fact, on that far side of play. As Schalke have got a goal in the 7:30 kick-off. Schalke 1, Levski Sofia 1. So that's now 4-2 to Schalke on aggregates. As Mark Schwarzer clears this one right-footed, spinning into the Basel half of the field. Mark Viduka gets it under control, back for Fabio Rockenbach. Rockenbach then for George Boateng. 5 yards inside the Basel half the field. Borough retreat. Chris Frigott then. Frigott right-footed, Borough attacking left to right as we look towards the end of the stadium. It has the sprinkling of Basel supporters who've made the journey from Switzerland as Frank Cadre wins a terrific challenge. Cadre into the area. Yakubu doesn't get it under his control, and it will be a goal kick. Yakubu applauds the intent of the pass.
Good ball for Frank. Good tackle initially. Drilled it into the feet of Yakubu, and he had to be disappointed he couldn't control it, Ali. He was just on the edge of the box.
And Yakubu, Borough's top scorer with 19 goals for the season so far. Had opportunities first half, the one in the opening 13 seconds, which he put wide, and then just as the half came to its conclusion, the chance that was laid onto him by Mark Viduka, which wasn't accepted. And in European ties, Bernie, you do need to take your chances, don't you?
It's an old cliche again, but it's obviously a true saying.
As Bruno Berner on this left-hand side, right in front of our Century commentary position, to Barr, who has adventured forward. Now Basel give it back to Barr again, playing a little bit of keep ball for the moment as Mark Viduka tries to hurry up the centre half, and there's a bit of a stumble there by MAJSTOROVIC as he goes back to Zupabula, the goalkeeper. Zupabula's clearance, Chris Frigott wins his head. He's been pulled there by Eduardo, who caused all those problems, Eduardo, with the goal in the 22nd minute, which temporarily deflated everybody. But the crowd have got going again and lifting the team, looking for an unlikely outcome of Borough progressing into the last four of the competition. As time ticks on, the task grows ever more difficult. 3 goals without reply. That is what is needed for Borough to go through, as the high ball in the direction of Mark Viduka cleared. Boateng for Rockenbach then. Rockenbach under pressure from Delgado. Haven't seen as much of Matthias Delgado in this game, have we, Bernie?
No, we haven't, no. Right, so that continues.
As Frank Cadre then. Infield, Downing for Yakubu on the left wing. Yakubu back past the first player. Yakubu couldn't get around the second one. Oh, yes, he manages to do that. Puts his cross in towards Viduka. Viduka stretching to keep it under control. Chance here. Shot deflects high in the air off Barr.
It was Parnaby.
It was Parnaby who put the shot in. And that was the first clear chance of the second half.
Yeah, it was, but well done the yak on the left-hand side. Well done, Viduka. And then Parnaby had it sweet enough, but there was just a host of white shots in front of him.
Downing gets the free kick. Fouled by Delgado. And Delgado protests. The fans, the Borough fans now.
I don't think there was any malice, and he apologised to Downing. He just turned blind, but he definitely clipped him. And the Borough fans are right to the left-hand side, Ali, are right behind the side and generating a great atmosphere.
You have to say, this is terrific. The Borough fans are trying desperately to lift their team to the most unlikely of outcomes here. Zupabula watches the goalkeeper. He's got a 4-man defensive wall. Downing is here with the free kick. Awaits the blowing of the whistle. Now, can Downing conjure some magic, or indeed Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank? Hasselbank hits it. Zupabula gets it. Loses it there. And his body's going down inside the box, and the referee sees a free kick.
Well, great hit for Jimmy Floyd, and the kick was strong away his left-hand side. Got it, spilled it. And I think with Viduka that's been dragged back, saying it was an infringement.
as the Borough fans again. It really is a terrific din being created round here. It was Hasselbank's free kick taken round the wall that caused Zubabula the problem. And now Riggett wins a positive header back into the Basel half of the field. A header by MAJSTOROVIC. Can only find Gareth Southgate for Frank Kadreur. Kadreur then. Stewie Downing on the left wing. Yakubu wants it playing into a gap. Yakubu receives it, dragging the defenders towards him. Yakubu heads towards... Oh, what a challenge that was. MAJSTOROVIC just put his body in front of Yakubu there.
Yakubu again, drifting to the left-hand side. That's his favourite position, Ali, on that left side. He loves cutting in.
For a free kick.
You're looking for a good delivery. The big lads are in there. Southgate's in there. Kadreur, who's good in the air. The Baduka's at the back stick.
I don't think Steve McLaren was too amused by that. There's some kind of karate chop gesture. Clearly unamused.
Ian Haslam, our touchline reporter. Borough free kick. Rockenbach prepares to take this one now. A host of players inside the box. As Rockenbach takes this one right-footed, the goalkeeper leaves it for his defenders, then he comes along with the keeper and gathers it on the edge of the penalty area.
Well, I thought he was going to punch it initially, but the centre-back got in his way.
Yes, he did.
He was fortunate to get it at the second attempt. It's a bad kick.
We've played 7 minutes in the second half here at the Riverside. Look, it's Teesside famous for great value and Volkswagen reliability. We haven't had another goal to add to the 2 scored in the first half, 1 apiece. As Eduardo onside, Mark Schwarzer comes out a long way and gathers it.
Schwarzer, because he was onside.
David Dagan
kept his flag down. Look, it got off the hook there.
Here goes Downing, left-hand side. He's advanced already 10 yards. He's still going, Stewie Downing. Downing then, on his pass, was a little bit short out towards Yakubu. It was a terrific run by Downing.
Yeah, it was. I thought he was going to continue himself.
I thought he was, Bernie. He was opening up for him.
Yeah, Jimmy opened up for him.
Here's Yakubu. Yakubu tries a shot into the penalty area, comes towards Parnaby. Parnaby tries to hit across goal. It's still Stuart Parnaby. And a second and even third attempt by Parnaby. He's still battling away and gets a Middlesbrough corner kick.
Good pressure, well done Stuart Parnaby, couple of drives that ricocheted off White's shots. We've got a corner kick.
We have Stewie Downing is coming across to take this corner kick. And again, the Borough fans are trying everything they can to make this a night of history at the Riverside. It's still a huge ask. But another goal? Here's Downing to take it into the box now. Crowd of people in front of Zubabula, and he comes out to collect it. There may even have been a clash of heads there. Chris Riggett is still feeling the effects of a challenge, and Petric as well, as the players clear the penalty area now. Bernie will be thinking, of course, in the second half of the Man of the Match award with Box Clothing Middlesbrough, the Tees Valley's first choice for the terrace look. Eduardo to his left, Delgado on a couple of yards. Delgado gets it back again. Scored 7 goals in the UEFA Cup this season. The UEFA Cup's joint top scorer. As Rockenbach looked to, for a moment, have seized possession. There, Gareth Southgate into a challenge. Southgate gets to the floor. The referee saying play on. There was a host of players tussling for that one. And now Bart, did he run it out of play? Not according to the assistant referee near side of play. And it's the number 23, Eduardo, going back a few yards into the Basel half of the field. As soon as we conclude here with the whistle, there will be a Simply Red phone until 10:30 this evening on 0191 477 2000. Southgate into a crisp challenge. Rockenbach. Yakubu on the wing. Downing. Yakubu trying to turn away from his marker. Still Yakubu. Great strength, Yakubu. Links in with Downing. Kadreur speeding on the overlap. Downing with possession for the heavily bandaged Frank Kadreur. Kadreur with rolling his foot over the top of the ball for Downing. Borough looking to create something here. Downing's cross into the penalty area goes now. Headed out to the edge of the box. Mark Viduka. Viduka hits the shot. The goalkeeper gathers it. I think at the second attempt there.
Convincingly, he didn't.
I thought he was going to squirm in.
We just need to volleyed it with his right foot. It seemed to dip before it arrived at the goalkeeper. I thought he spilled it. I thought it was going to go under his body, Ali.
Well, guys, I think Steve McLaren had the same thoughts because he's got his hands on his head at the moment. Can't believe that didn't squirm in.
As Basel on the left. It's the number 8, MAJSTOROVIC, the Australian player.
No, you're looking for it. I agree with Riggett. Riggett said no way, referee, and I totally agree with Chris.
Referee has given the free kick. Referee from Russia.
Dive there.
Yuri Baskagov. And it's a free kick for Delgado to try and take here on the left wing. It's a short free kick. The referee nearly got in the way of that, actually. And Strovsky close to the corner flag. He's got for company there Parnaby. That cross, I think, went out of play. Ends up as a goal kick. Downing wants it quickly on the left wing. Downing level with the edge of his own penalty area. Downing deep inside his own half of the field. Comes towards the halfway line, and Yakubu then Good strength, Yakubu. Looks to link in with Viduka. The goalkeeper's come a long way. Viduka around the goalkeeper. Viduka scores! Mark Viduka! The Riverside erupts like Vesuvius here. All of a sudden, Borough are starting to believe. They lead now 2-1 on the night. They need 2 more in the remaining 34 minutes. It's game on.
It is game on. It was a great through ball. Yakubu, Viduka. The keeper was stranded in no man's land. He rounded the keeper and he put it in the far corner. What a finish. 2 goals for Viduka. I'll tell you what, it's game on now.
Bernard, you shouldn't say such things in commentary. But come on the Borough.
Come on the Borough.
Right.
Well, it's give us hope. It's definitely give us hope now.
What a finish as well from the angle.
It was a great, because he'd seen the man had covered the near post and he drifted it across the goal. It was a great finish.
Well, Rockenbach, I thought he was fouled there, but Borough's Chris Riggett picks it up. And
I'll tell you what, guys, it looks like the Borough bench as Yakubu's fouled there.
Sorry, Ian.
The Borough bench for the first time during this game really feel like they can win now. Steve McLaren, the look on his face then, he knows that 2 more goals, victory's in sight. It's a big ask, but who knows? And
of course, you can't concede again. I thought it looked like a foul on Kadri on the far side. And the referee, David Dagan it was, Dagan and Kadri have been at it all evening. And Kadri, of course, got the dead leg, which forced him to withdraw from the game at Main Road on Sunday. Mark Viduka's name is being bellowed around the Riverside. So just to put in context again, Borough, it's now on aggregate 3-2 to FC Basel. But Basel have the away goal. Borough need to score twice more without reply in the remaining 33 minutes.
I'll tell you what, Ali, Frank Kadri looks like he's really struggling there. He's just signaling over to the bench. He's really hobbling quite badly. His hands on his knees at the minute. He's bent over while he takes his free kick.
Borough take the free kick to the edge of the area. Hasselbank tries to get there. Delgado clears, and this is a problem if Kadri is hobbling around, which he clearly is. And George Boateng just gets in a chance to put it out. You'll think that presumably Andrew Taylor's got to come on, Bernie, unless Frank could run it off.
There's no sign of anybody warming up down here.
Thanks, Ian. Ian Haslam, our touchline reporter.
Physio's gone back, Ali.
Yeah, Frank's obviously struggling. He's got his hands on his knees at this minute. He's limping heavily. He's trying to stretch it off.
And Borough concede a throw-in right in front of our commentary position, which is midway inside the half of the field that Basel are attacking. The new Holgate end. Rockenbach. Good ball to Stewie. Downing gets it and sprints forward. Downing then for Yakubu. Away from Petric. Yakubu coming infield. And a right-footed ball of terrific power out towards Parnaby.
Yakubu's played very well.
Parnaby coming infield for George Boateng. Boateng tries to measure across. Headed clear by Barr. Back to Boateng again. And Boateng has a second opportunity to cross the ball. Right-footed into the area it goes now, headed out, and Borough almost besieging the Basel penalty area. Downing puts his cross in, headed away again by the centre-half Daniel MAJSTOROVIC. Rockenbach. Basel are dragging players back as Rockenbach into the area, looks for Viduka. Barr clears only as far as the knees of Kadri. Now Rockenbach out towards the left wing. Downing sets off far side of play, and it's a throw-in for FC Basel in the end as it ricochets out off Stewie Downing. Another one would have them rocking, wouldn't it?
I think they don't,
We reach the hour mark as we see a replay again of the Mark Viduka second goal. The big Aussie's got 2 for the night. Barr clears it into Borough territory. Riggett watches it bounce. Eduardo for company. Riggett for Gareth Southgate. I'm keeping my eyes well still on Frank Kadri. Not running freely.
Basel about to make a change, Al.
Thank you. I'll go down to you for that in a moment as Basel run the ball out of play. Yeah, it's going to be the number 11. Is Scott Chipperfield going to come on?
It's Chipperfield, yeah. He's coming on.
That's the left winger.
See who's coming off.
Left winger, Ali, he played over there, didn't he?
Number 21.
David Dagan is coming off. So David Dagan comes off. Yeah, Scott Chipperfield comes on. The crowd are booing Dagan because he's been involved with a few altercations with Frank Kadri, one of which left Kadri with that cut and the bandage.
This lad's got a bit of pace, you have to be aware of him. The number 8, you can pronounce the name, Ali, switch to the right.
Yes, he has indeed. MAJSTOROVIC, they're both Australian actually, Bernie. As Kadri finds his route towards Downing stop, but Borough have a throw-in on the left. They lead 2-1 on the night, but Basel lead 3-2 on aggregates. Mark Viduka, the scorer of both of Middlesbrough's goals, midway inside the Basel half of the field for Yakubu. Boateng. And Boateng getting it under control for Rockenbach, and Borough on the halfway line. Basel have tried to shot everybody back apart from Eduardo.
Good ball, George.
George Boateng picks out Cadre. Cadre then left-footed, guides his cross into the penalty area.
That's the ball we don't want.
But Borough get it back again. Here's Boateng, reaches the edge of the box for Yakubu. Yakubu inside the penalty area, tried to free up there Parnaby.
Trying to look at Parnaby.
It's such a crowded area, isn't it, Bernie? That's the problem. There's Cadre then for Mark Viduka. Goes down edge of the penalty area. No free kick is given, according to the referee. Then Hasselbank goes down, and again the referee doesn't want to blow his whistle. Boateng busies himself to seize an opportunity for Borough, for Viduka on the edge of the penalty area. Hasselbank, back flick, Rockenbach, Hasselbank looks up, gets the shot away, and ricochets out towards the edge of the area where Chipperfield clears it.
For the last 10 minutes we've hemmed him in, Ali.
And referee gives a free kick. The foul by Gareth Southgate. And free kick. Referee is going back to Mark Viduka, who continues to protest. Look, Gareth Southgate got very little there on Eduardo. But the referee sees it as the free kick. And the half ticks on. We will be here for our Simply Red phone-in, 01914 70,000 with Tyneside Auto Park at the conclusion of the game. The switchboard will be open for your calls, your views. You can send your texts as well, 85102. A right-footed ball delivered to the Basel left wing. Chipperfield with possession. Infield it goes now, and Eduardo, who rather won that free kick, infields for Bar. Papa Malik Bar, the Senegalese international. For his central defender, who's been on the end of most of Middlesbrough's attacks. He goes for his goalkeeper, Zubabula, and Zubabula's clearance reaches Middlesbrough territory. There's a header won by Chris Riggett. Delgado, though, gets away and tried to thread it through there for Eduardo. Offside flag was raised on the far side of play, so Middlesbrough have a free kick. Gareth Southgate takes it. Again, the new Holgate end urge Borough to attack the other end of the field and to open up FC Basel for the third time this evening. Defender steps forward there to deny Yakubu, and Delgado for the right full back, and it's played out towards the far side of play, and Delgado gets it back again under pressure from Rockenbach. And there's no need to concede free kicks there.
Free kicks. I mean, Rockenbach is done well in it, but just calm down.
As Petric for the left wing, and Chipperfield, the sub. He's got Parnaby in front of him. There's it back a few yards, and Bruno Berner inside the penalty area. Well, just outside the penalty area now is Petric. Riggett in front of him, and a good block initially by Riggett, forcing it back towards the full-back near side. Bruno Berner, edge of the box. Petric shot is dreadful. Heading out towards the corner flag. In fact, I wonder whether we'd go out for a throw-in for a moment.
Yeah, it's a poor effort, because he's quite a good game tonight, that lad. He's looked sharp and he's looked the part, but that was a poor effort.
And Bernie, it's a case just continuing to pour forward, isn't it, really?
Keep going.
Keep going in the belief and the hope that something may break our way.
Frank Drew's limping again. He's just signalled to the bench. He wants to come off.
Yeah, you're right in saying that, Ian.
I think Taylor's just been warming up a few minutes ago. I think we're likely to see Andrew Taylor now, are we not?
Yes, we will. Andrew Taylor, who came on as sub at the City of Manchester Stadium at the weekends. Now Rockenbach, long ball up to the pitch. Viduka heads it down, tries to get it back in off Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. George Boateng has brought to continue their attacking momentum. Stewie Downing, lovely piece of skill. Downing tries to guide it into the penalty area, and it's on the edge of the box just at the moment. And it's Yakubu with possession. Yakubu ran into trouble there.
Yeah, he did.
And Borough are rather lucky to get it back one more time. Downing, left-footed ball, curled into the box, bounced inside the penalty area and cleared out towards this near side a little bit raggedly, it must be admitted, on that occasion by Boris Smilanic. Size of the crowd is only 24,521. So not quite the 30,000 that you've been plugging on the legends, Bernie.
Massimo Macaroni's actually coming on, Al.
Macaroni is coming on.
A very adventurous attacking move from the Borough's point of view.
Right. Downing, Rockenbach, into the box. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank at the angle of the penalty area. He didn't get into control first time.
Hasselbank he controlled it, and then he tried to swing his leg to play back to Viduka.
Hasselbank into the box, headed out towards the edge of the area and cleared and knocked away a decent distance, it must be admitted, by Petric. But Borough in the centre circle, regroup again. They really are forcing FC Basel back on the defensive here. Downing floats it into the box. Yakubu tries to get underneath it. It was just behind there and he didn't realise it, and Boris Smilanic clears it again. It's almost like that schoolyard game of attack and defence at the moment, isn't it? There's one game going on in the entire half of the field, and Mark Schwarzer watching at the other end of the pitch as Cadre square ball for George Boateng. But a 2-1 up on the night, but need to score 2 more goals without reply to progress to the last 4, where they would face Steaua Bucharest, who earlier this evening ended 0-0 in their Bucharest derby with Rapid, but they had scored an away goal, Steaua, so they go through. Now it's 2 Basel players colliding. Borough picked it up. Mark Viduka from range. Oh, it's just over the top of the bar.
He's unlucky, the big Viduka. Great turn when he's about 25 yards out, inside left. He gets it, he turns, he's fully confident. He scored 2 already, and he walloped it. Unfortunately, drifted over the bar. Well,
Bernie, this is the ultimate play your card time, because Massimo Macaroni is coming on. Frank Cadre hobbles bravely off to a standing ovation. And Borough now have 4 forwards in a line. They have Macaroni, Hasselbank, Viduka and Yakubu. Downing's actually gone to play left back area, so it's 4-2-4, isn't it?
Yes. Ali. Well, they say fortune favours the brave. By this is brave.
What else can you do?
You can't miss, right?
And you think back to the group stage, Bernie, and Massimo Macaroni scored twice in the last 10 minutes against Litek Slovic, didn't he?
He did.
Both splendid goals. Here's Gareth Southgate dribbling forward. The captain leading the charge by example to Mark Viduka. Viduka gets away from his marker, feeds Yakubu on the left wing. Yakubu puts his, trying to put across the box, didn't beat the first man, Yakubu, there, and that was hugely disappointing for all the red shirts, especially Gareth Southgate, who charged yards and yards and yards to be stopped there. And obviously Downing has gone to the left back area and just trying to stop the run of Eduardo. Now Delgado. Goodness gracious me, the defensive midfield player has gone forward. And Petric for FC Basel. A lot being asked really of Boateng and Rockenbach here, as Basel put it out to play. It was the left full back Bruno Berner, his uncertainty, forcing a throw in for Borough. Macaroni for George Boateng. Borough with 4 strikers on the pitch.
That's a bad ball, that.
Boateng went to try and redeem his error, and Delgado gets away initially from Rockenbach, and then the referee.
George is saying, hey, I never touched some referee.
That's true. How Borough match comes to look at, still delivering the highest level for Volkswagen in Northallerton, as Rockenbach, the outside of his boot for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Hasselbank, edge of the area. Here's Stuart Parnaby's shot. You don't blame anybody for a goal.
He's 20 yards out, he's inside right, and it just felt him lovely. It's on the floor, and he sort of have a bash. He miscued it, but can't really criticise that. Well,
that's right. What's the thought from the bench at the moment, Ian?
Well, it's all gone a bit quiet, actually. Steve Round's just barking out instructions. They've been telling Massimo Macaroni to push forward, get forward down this right-hand flank, and obviously the centre forwards to keep pushing away, because that's all they can do at this moment in time. Goals are just desperate for.
Chipperfield chested into the area for Massimo Macaroni. Then it's lifted up for Mark Viduka. No free kick given. Mark Viduka's had not too much out of the referee this evening, as Chris Friggett's header back towards the direction of Viduka again. Viduka trying to get it under control. He was under severe pressure there from the centre half, Daniel MAJSTOROVIC.
Offside.
And then offside against Eduardo. Mark Schwarzer coming out. Borough playing on. 21 minutes left. Borough need 2 goals without reply. It's as simple as that. Downing, long ball. Massimo Macaroni climbs up for this one. Basel clear it. Boateng into a tangle in the midfield. Chipperfield coming away with the ball. Eduardo stopped by Riggett. There's 3 red shirts there, but Eduardo doing well until Rockenbach gets it away from him. Now Macaroni blocked by Bar, ball out of play. Eduardo's laying rolling on the floor. Goodness gracious me, he's getting up now. And there's going to be a change. I think the number 22, Ivan Agic, is going to come on.
They're trying to slow the tempo down.
They are.
They know we've hemmed them in, and we're going for it, and they're trying to slow it down.
Well, Agic is going to come on, and off will go Delgado.
He wasn't in it tonight, was he?
No. Agic coming on, Delgado going off. And with a line of 4, I just keep looking at that, Bernie, and seeing, I didn't think I would ever see this season, Macaroni, Viduka, Yakubu and Hasselbank on the pitch all at the same time.
But as you says, Ali, what else can you do?
And a long throw merely finds the centre half, Daniel MAJSTOROVIC, and then there's a foul conceded by Macaroni. The last thing Middlesbrough need to do is to concede free kicks, because Basel, as they sense,
they're happy doing it.
Yeah, the finishing straight in sight, will just continue to take their time over it. And Bernie will be thinking this evening for the man of the match award with box clothing Darlington, the Tees Valley's first choice for the terrace look.
Steve McLaren just coming out into his technical area, telling George Boateng to pass the ball.
And Boateng, you're right, there's Boateng involved, Ian. for Mark Viduka on a hat-trick this evening. Hasselbank breaks down halfway line for Borough. And there's Boateng trying to win it, then he concedes a free kick for a knock of the ankles of Mladen Petric.
I thought it was a free kick.
Petric on the floor. Basel looking for a place, as Borough are as well, still in the last four of the competition.
It was definitely a free
Boateng kicking at the ankles there.
A bit of frustration there. Great competitor, Boateng.
And he actually shakes hands there with Mladen Petric.
Not vicious, he goes in honestly to win the ball.
Free kick taken by Basel. Reaches Petric on the edge of the penalty area. He diverts out towards the right wing. Inside the box, Eduardo and Chipperfield. The ball currently on the right-hand side. Downing is the left full-back. He blocks that one. And then on the right-hand side, Petric still with possession. Into the box for Eduardo. Eduardo trying to turn away from his markers. Still Eduardo with possession then for the number 22, Ivan Igic, who's just come on to the field of play. As Basel try to make progress on the right-hand side. Rockenbach goes back to defend it.
Rockenbach actually get beaten to the ball, but was given a free kick.
Free kick conceded.
Corner, is it? Free kick. No,
that was a free kick.
Yeah. Rockenbach should have nailed him there and then, but let him get away. The lad slipped.
Yes.
The free kick.
It is a free kick, though, far side. Petric it was who went down under the challenge, Mladen Petric. Free kick for Basel. About 5 yards in from the corner flag. On their right side. Mark Schwarzer watching anxiously in the penalty area. Free kick taken, right footed, actually goes towards the edge of the box. Then it's played into the area now, headed away by Chris Riggett. Hasselbank tries to rescue it, he comes back in box, offside flag raised.
But we slipped him for that free kick,
for a split second or two. Then there's Boateng, and oh dear me, there was arms raised there, certainly.
Well done, referee.
The referee's going to have a word here, and it's a yellow card for Eduardo. Oh no, sorry, the centre-half, isn't it? It's Daniel MAJSTOROVIC. Apologies. And it's a red card. Well, MAJSTOROVIC has been sent off for FC Basel, raising his arms, and the referee has given him the red card, and he's going to have to wander off. He's shaking his head, and now Borough have 4 strikers on the pitch, and Basel have lost a centre-half.
He's an influential skipper, Ali, a defender, and that's a big, big loss.
Well, he certainly raised his arm towards George Boateng.
I have to say, but did he deserve a red card for that?
Well, off he goes. He's sent off.
Who cares? This could be the bit of luck we need.
Well, Basel down to 10 men, but they do still have the advantage. They lead 3-2 on aggregates. Borough lead 2-1 on the night. Chris Riggett, edge of the area, touched on. And now may break away Macaroni. Macaroni at the angle of the 6 yards, puts it back, and nearly an own goal. And it's hooped out towards the near side of play. Chris Riggett heads it down. And Parnaby, right-footed into the penalty area, cleared to the edge of the Basel box. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank then. Hasselbank for Parnaby. Back to Hasselbank. Chris Riggett stayed forward. In comes the cross, squirming out towards the far side of play. Yakubu, left-hand side of the penalty area, juggling with it. Still Yakubu. Yakubu inside the box, lays it back for Downing. Just about every player is in around the penalty area. Rockenbach tries a shot, and the goalkeeper claws it away to his left-hand side and out for a corner kick.
What a shot for Rockenbach. Oh, it gets it for the left-hand corner, but the keeper acrobatically puts it round the base of the post, Ali. But what a shot! It was outside his right foot.
And it's a corner kick then. And Rockenbach's going to take this one. Right-footed into the area now, heading out towards the far side of the box. Hasselbank keeps it in play. Hasselbank returns it and eludes all the red shirts. And Eduardo dribbling out towards the left wing. Eduardo just gives it a mighty thump into the Borough half of the pitch.
They're just going to keep the 10 white shots in their own half now.
They are. Well, it's a case now of can Borough score twice against 10 men with 16 minutes on the clock. Rockenbach. Oh, that's a terrific ball out towards Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank on the left wing. Hasselbank, right-footed, curls it into the box. Barr with a defensive header, and again with the ball. And it's Rockenbach. It's century line right across the northeast. As Rockenbach dinks it into the box. Mark Viduka tries to roll his marker. Mark Viduka goes down. No penalty kick.
I'll tell you what, from this angle, I could have quite easily said it was a penalty.
I think the referee probably is thinking, I've sent somebody off. And Gareth Southgate under pressure from Eduardo for Boateng. Back to Southgate again.
Tell you what, guys, a few shouts from the Borough bench there. I think the goalkeeping coach Paul Barron particularly displeased by that decision.
As Gareth Southgate for George Boateng. Now midway inside the Basel half of the field. It's Stuart Parnaby on the right wing. Boateng, Basel are dragging players back in numbers, leaving just Eduardo as the lone striker down the pitch. Rockenbach. finds Hasselbank 30 yards out from goal. Hasselbank tries to work an angle for a shot. He gets into the box, gets the shot to win the goalkeeper, Zubabula behind it. Well, it has been a brave performance, Bernie, you have to say that.
Apart from that initial lapse of concentration when we conceded the goal, I think the lads have given it the best shot.
Yes.
They really have. What bravery and created chances and a wee bit of luck.
Yakubu, Downing on the left wing. Downing attacking with menace again, and will try and take on, or put the cross in rather now. And Macaroni goes straight, and the offside flag goes up very late indeed.
I think it was too much height in the ball as well from Stewie. Looking for a flatter cross, more pace.
Well, it's still a knife edge, Bernie, in the sense that were we to score any time now and give ourselves, say, a 10-minute charge at it.
Definitely. We'll just hope we can get this goal, and then it would be real game on.
It would be.
It would be jangling.
As this kick will be taken by Zubabula inside the penalty area to the right-hand side. Century Live right across the northeast. Continue to back the borough with Lucas celebrating their first anniversary as Volkswagen retailers in Darlington. Petric halfway line area, juggling with the ball, runs into trouble. Macaroni, will he keep it in? Or in fact, it's a throw in. Macaroni might have thought it was a borough throw there. He's trying to urge some urgency from Basel, a forlorn hope. They'll quite happily eat up time with throw-ins and free kicks all the way through to their place in the last four. Eduardo then. Eduardo right in front of us here, but loses it. Macaroni tries to get there, and it ends up as a throw-in for Borough. Quickly the ball boys throw it on, and Stuart Parnaby takes this throw-in. Of course, last time here at the Riverside, Stuart Parnaby got the great last-minute winner against Bolton Wanderers to a huge cheer. Can Borough have equally late drama here as Downing just sees a sea of white shirts in front of him. Rockenbach thinks about the shot. Well, didn't just think about it, took the shot, and it's ricochets out towards the right wing. Basel keep it in, close to the corner flag. Clearance only finds Rockenbach. Rockenbach then, right-footed ball to George Boateng, midway inside the Basel half of the field. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank wants it. Hasselbank thinks about the shot. Oh, it's a goal! Oh, Jimmy! A beauty, lad! Jimmy picks the top corner. It's 3-1 to the Borough. They need one more in the remaining 12 minutes, and the greatest comeback of all time will have been sealed. 3-1 to Borough on the night. Jimmy's right foot gives it some hammer.
What a shot that was. What a shot. I mean, he just got it for George Boateng. He took a touch. He's killed it with his right foot. You have to say, from their point of view, I think the keeper's a bit suspect, but what a finish, Jimmy Floyd.
Well, a huge roar around the Riverside. Borough need one more. They lead 3-1 on the night. And Bernie, we said it after the last one, so we'll better do it again. Come on, the Borough! Here's George Boateng. Oh. Jimmy tries to get there. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank into the area. Stuart Parnaby, all right across the face of 6 yards.
A wee bit lower, but it was in there. The yak was in. But unlucky, good move. We've really got them. We've got them in the ropes, Ali. We really have.
Downing's cross hits against the man far side.
Tell you what, down here on the touchline, guys, Christian Gross, the Basel manager, looks a very, very nervous man at the minute. Very nervous indeed. And Steve McLaren still not very animated, but a lot of smiles on the Borough bench. Well,
10 minutes left, 11 minutes rather left, plus stoppage time. 3-1 on the night to Borough. Hasselbank always blocked there, he apologises. And Boateng comes out of the near sides. So it's 3-3 now on aggregate. But of course, Basel have the away goal here, scored by Eduardo. And were Borough to go through, Bernie, we desperately hope they do. You would have to say, what a remarkable tactical masterstroke by McLaren.
Well, it says when he made the decision out to go 4-2-4, thoughts in favour of the Brave, but at this minute in time, we need one goal. We need one. And they're on the ropes.
Well, they're inside the Borough half, though, at the moment. Eduardo back a couple of yards, and one more. We only need one more is the cry as Riggett goes flying into a challenge there. And it's a free kick for Basel, near side of play, and a little bit of pain there it would seem. Just bring us in the tension down there in the bench at the moment.
You would not believe the tension at the moment. The shouting going on. Steve McLaren looks pretty nervous. Like I said, there's a few smiles on the bench. Not from him, not from Steve Brown. He's supping his water a lot here. He's just looking down at his paper.
In comes the cross. Mark Schwarzer gathers it full height, throws it out splendidly. Rockenbach left-hand side of play, crossing the halfway line. Rockenbach. He's got in front of him Yakubu. He's also got Macaroni near side. Plays in the box for Mark Viduka. Viduka still with a lot of work to be done. Viduka at the angle of the penalty area. And in the end, the referee's pointed down, but I think it's a goal kick.
A goal kick.
And the crowd for a moment thought it was a penalty kick.
Tell you what, the Borough bench absolutely incensed by that. Every one of them off the seats shouting at the fourth official now.
Well, the officials have come from Russia, and from Russia with not too much love at the moment, as Zubabula takes his clearance. Halfway line area. So just to stress again on Century, there cannot be extra time here this evening, although it's 3-3 on aggregate, because Basel have scored the away goal. Borough need to score another in the remaining 9 minutes to go through to face Steaua Bucharest. Or if Basel hang on, they will face Steaua Bucharest in the last 4. Boateng, Macaroni, Massimo Macaroni couldn't get through the first player. Here's Boateng then for Rockenbach. Rockenbach, can he weave some magic into the box? Macaroni attacks it. Basel clear it. It is really a lot of pressure now from Borough. Can they break open Basel one more time? Rockenbach thinks about the shot. Only hits it wide. Goal kick.
Good effort, Rockenbach. He did a smashing game tonight.
I was about to ask you, Bernie, because it's coming on time for the Man of the Match award with Box Clothing, Hartlepool, the Tees Valley's first choice for the terrace look.
There's a host of players, I mean, Rockenbach, as we mentioned. Downing's been good on the left. Southgate, Yakubu, particularly too. Smashing goals. Jimmy Floyd come off the bench.
There are candidates. As Riggett jumps up, throwing near side for Basel. Christian Gross continues to tell his team to calm down. And Eduardo wonders whether a substitution's going to have to be made, as the referee points exactly where this throw-in should be taken from. Bruno Berner, the man responsible. In field for Eduardo. And Eduardo dribbling that one out of play. Borough throw-in. And the throw-in will be Parnaby's for Chris Riggett. Now out towards the left wing, and look at that, there's 2 lines of 4 white shirts retreating as Downing skips towards the halfway line area, crosses the halfway line, plays a left-footed ball to the D on the edge of the Basel penalty area, and Chipperfield in a left full-back position, where his clearance ricochets. Mark Viduka is battling for it. Viduka tried to hook it on. Massimo Macaroni on the right wing area. Macaroni's crossed a deep one into the penalty area, eludes all the red shirts, and Basel clearing, and Borough starts all over again. Gareth Southgate then. George Boateng, right-hand side for Jimmy. It was a terrific shot. It really has. Give us this pulsating finish. Rockenbach in towards Viduka, the edge of the box. Mark Viduka thought about the shot first time. It says Massimo Macaroni. Macaroni for Rockenbach. Rockenbach plays it towards the far side of the area. Yakubu is headed over the top. That's a goal kick.
Disappointing at the end up. Yakubu disappointed he didn't make the keeper work. Good ball from Massimo Macaroni.
As Starovski's going to come off, and the number 4, Quinoz, is going to, Alexandre Quinoz is going to come on, and well, it's a very, very slow walk off indeed by the number 8, MAJSTOROVIC, and we've got 6 minutes left plus stoppage time. The referee is indicating his watch has been stopped, and the number 4 waits patiently to come on. What's the thoughts from the bench, Sheen, down there?
Well, Steve McLaren still arms folded. A lot of them have just gone back, sat down and just reflecting for a moment, because basically the team's doing everything they can ask them, they can possibly want them to do. They just need that final goal now.
As Zubabula to take this clearance, left-footed, high towards the halfway line area. Riggett climbs up, another thundering header from the Borough centre half into the midfield. It's Chipperfield though for Basel. Along the line, Eduardo tries to get there. Riggett clears it. Macaroni beaten in the air and into the midfield area. It's the number 22, Ivan Egic, one of the subs that have been used to the right wing. So Basel will be quite happy as the ball is inside the Middlesbrough half of the pitch. A little bit of a turn one way, then the other. Downing tries to get it. In fact, Borough have got it now on the halfway line.
Good pressure, Yakubu and Downing.
Yes, it was.
Doubling up.
Downing plays a right-footed ball in the channel for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, who controls it on the far side. Good skill by Jimmy. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank weaving in from the wing. George Boateng just outside the penalty area. Goes wide now for Massimo Macaroni. Macaroni puts his cross into the box. It's hooked out. It'll be a Middlesbrough corner.
That was a keeper's ball, but there was lack of communication. They've given away a needless corner kick, and it was a good ball for Macaroni. It
was. Into that, what they call it, the corridor of uncertainty, don't they, Bernie, in the box.
Nice inscription, Alice.
Thank you. Massimo Macaroni to take this corner kick. Right-footed. Floats it out. Gareth Southgate heads it. Back it comes to the edge of the penalty area. And Basel clear. Rockenbach chests it down. Rockenbach then. A right-footed ball to the left wing for Stewie Downing. Downing's cross hits the first man. Bounces though. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Borough have kept just about everybody forward. Rockenbach into the box now. Gareth Southgate gets his header towards the goal. And Zubabula protects it out of play for a goal kick. We've got 4 minutes to get the goal. Goodness gracious me.
We never do anything easy, do we?
Well,
look at some of the Borough fans that are biting their nails up to their elbow.
I think everything's just about gone, Bernie. One more goal is sufficient for Borough to get through to the semi-finals of the UEFA Cup. Surely chance for one last chance.
Oh, it's surely been a smashing second-half performance.
Well, everything, irrespective of what happens now, Bernie, the Borough have done everything they could do.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And they deserve great credit for that. Here's Rockenbach. Rockenbach dribbling it forward. Gets midway inside the Basel half. Edge of the box.
This is a bit crazy.
They clear it up towards it. Eduardo's worked tirelessly for them, it has to be said.
It has to, because they're a man down.
Boateng. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Oh, that's it. Approved free kick. Play on, says the referee. Massimo Macaroni, edge of the penalty area. I'm not sure how much advantage there was.
There was no advantage. There was about 15 players in front of him.
Here's Hasselbank. Still the crowded picture. And Basel get it out towards the wing. Hasselbank's challenge, free kick conceded. Free kick for Basel, which they will take their time over. And the goalkeeper, Zubabula, is he going to be, or Bar? The referee continues to check his watch. We've got 2 minutes left, plus whatever stoppage time our official from Russia will allow one at the end of the game.
Bit of concern on the Borough bench here about the amount of time the goalkeeper's taking to take this free kick.
And that he just belts it out of play. Borough throwing. It's Rockenbach. Right-footed cross-field ball. So Neely finds Macaroni. Boateng though for Parnaby. And Parnaby square. Borough on the halfway line. In the last home game here against Bolton, Borough scored with the last kick. Well, we'd accept that, but goodness me, we don't know what our heart rates would be. Boateng lifts it to the edge of the area. Both strikers go for it, and Parnaby tries to get involved as well. Cleared once more by Basel. The white shirts are just setting camp outside their penalty area. And Borough with Chris Riggett. Gareth Southgate. Southgate on for Rockenbach. Fabio Rockenbach then looks to create something. Boateng looks up and sees the right-hand side Macaroni. Instead, he plays a square ball for Rockenbach. Rockenbach now 45 yards out from goal. Quickens the tempo. Mark Viduka, a little back heel. Rockenbach couldn't get there. There was just too many white shirts. And Chris Riggett heads it on. Viduka leaps up there, and Basel just will do anything they can to clear their lines at the moment. Riggett, it's on the halfway line here. It's George Boateng territory. Yakubu raises his arm. Boateng lifts it in towards the direction of Yakubu, chests it down. Hasselbank, edge of the penalty area. It comes away with Rockenbach. Shot. The goalkeeper saves it. Macaroni. It's in! The greatest comeback since Lazarus. It's been completed. Massimo Macaroni. El Gladiatore. Magnificent. 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 My eyes do not believe what I'm seeing. But the Borough have come back from the dead, and they're leading here 4-1. Oh, goodness gracious me! Macaroni gets booed for taking his shirt off. He can take the lot off. We could be there.
I mean, it's a bullet in the box. I think it was Yakubu trying to lay it back to Jimmy Floyd. Eventually comes to Rockenbach. Great shot. Keeper parries it. And from the tightest of angles, Massimo Macaroni's struck a magnificent fourth goal, Ali. Great finish.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Ali Bernie, utter delight here as the history we hope was made. Taylor Anekio just on the
Hang on, we've got to defend it. Rig it. George Boateng tries to get there. Goodness gracious me.
Calm it down, calm it down.
I can't calm Bernard. No, pass me my tablet.
I'm talking about the players. Just keep the ball.
Bernard, I've never seen a night like this. This is unbelievable. And
it's Andrew Taylor that's coming on, guys.
Thank you very much indeed down there. Out comes Mark Schwarzer. Oh, it just goes wide.
Dear goodness, Alison.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I know I'm supposed to commentate. I do apologise, but goodness.
No.
As corner kick to Basel. Well, they will throw everybody forward now. And still Borough want to make a change. And the referee checks the watch again. Says, do you want to make this change or not? Corner kick. And eventually, Yakubu will come off. Zubabul has gone forward for Basel. And the goalkeeper's on the edge there. Yakubu's been told to get off the pitch. The standing ovation.
Well done, the Yak. He did a great second half for the Yak.
And Bernie, their half is unprotected. As corner kick.
Years ago they used to say you don't change it in corners and set, didn't they?
Andrew Taylor comes on. And, well, it's a corner kick to be defended. Would you be gambling just to leave one player up front, Bernie? Because if Borough were to get it in clear...
No. Hey, I agree with it at the minute. Get in the box. We've got the goal we wanted.
Right, corner kick then to Basel. Far side of play. The right. The tension is still unbearable.
I'm just checking both posts are covered.
They are indeed.
In place. Every red shot's in the box.
In comes the corner, near post area, heading out towards the edge of the box. Jimmy Floyd Hasselback. Macaroni tries to get there. Still there's inside the box. Not offside flag. Zubabul has remained forward. The goalkeeper's out. Massimo Macaroni. If he kicks it forward, there's a card being raised. There's an elbow being used. And, well...
What an exciting...
Bernie, football is the greatest game in the world, isn't it? It is the greatest game in the world. It lifts you to so many heights. I'm as high as the transporter bridge at the moment.
Give us a kiss.
I'll kiss you, Bernard, in a moment. Sorry, the box on his swords man of the match.
I mean, we do have scored two great goals, Ali, but I have to say Rocket back. I've not been his biggest fan, but I think he's been quality tonight.
Bernie, the crowd are bouncing. The place is lifting. And Mark Schwarzer to take this. The semi-final beckons.
Well, those guys that never...
A clearance. It is there! The Swiss have rolled! William Tell! It doesn't matter! Heidi, the lot of you! You've taken a pasting at the Riverside. It ends on the night. Borough 4, Basel 1, 4-3 to the Borough on aggregate. This has been the most magnificent of comebacks, the greatest night the Riverside has ever seen. Borough have made it to the last four, and it is truly miraculous.
Well, Ali, what do you say? You can't say. Words don't describe the second half performance. Absolutely brilliant, magnificent, stunning. All those words come to mind, but hey, well done those players. Well done McLaren.
Oh, Zubabul, look at the face on him. He's standing on the edge of the area. And Mark Schwarzer goes across to try and console his opposite number. They shake hands.
But I have to say, Ali, hey, a big well done must go. Obviously the players first and foremost, but McLaren, they changed it second half 4-3-3 and then be bold and brave to go 4-2-4, and he's come up trump. That was a masterstroke.